You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Execution. Détermination.
Sacrifice.
Fearless.
Discipline.
Passion. You have to be a little crazy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the IRT Network presented by eNet Live. We're here in Laurel, Maryland at the SportFit Total Fitness Racket Club. I'm Kelly Diesel. I write for the IRT. I'm a director for the IRT and a producer. John Scott has me doing some other stuff. He considers it janitorial stuff, but we like to keep that between he and I, even though we just told the whole world. Speaking of the whole world, who knows my partner, Dean Grizzly Bear.
How are you, Kelly?
Dean, I'm great. I'm excited for this next match. I'm excited for our special guest that'll be joining us here momentarily.
Absolutely. We'll
I'm
get it
excited
on
about
the
the
air a
whole
little
thing.
early today.
Yeah.
That's good.
We want to get these people a taste of the action. I think Commissioner Colbeck's about to announce the players.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our third quarterfinal match of the evening. Before I introduce the players real quick, I want to congratulate Big Canada Sam Murray and Alex Landa for making their way to the semifinals tomorrow. With that, let me quickly introduce the players. Introducing first, he's a number 9 ranked player in the world from San Luis Potosi, Mexico. Give it up for Andree Perea. And his opponent, he's a number 1 ranked player in the world from Ladera Ranch, California, Racquetball's Iron Man, Carson.
You can see the crowd appreciate
and once again,
both players.
Our referee, Scotty Mack.
Scott McClellan, our head IRT referee.
The place is packed. Upstairs is jam-packed. People are smiling up there, liking it. So, Kelly, why don't you bring on our special guest as this match gets underway?
Yeah, our special guest is the second-ranked player on tour. He just finished up a quarterfinal against Jansen Allen. He'll be playing Sam Murray tomorrow. So without further ado, welcome Alex Landa. Alex, how are you?
Good, thank you.
So Alex, tell me about your matchup with Jansen Allen. I know he kind of got the best of you in the first half of that first game. He jumped out to a 10-3 lead. You stayed focused, you stayed confident. You rattled off 7 in a row to bring it to a 10-10 tie, and you ended up taking the first game. You obviously ended up winning the match. I just want to know, what did you feel out there?
I feel great. I mean, I start a little bit slow. I was trying to get used to the court. There's a lot of wet spots. He started good, making me move, making good shots. But I stay focused and I started doing my game.
Alex, noting from sidelines, I was watching and I asked Thomas Carter this before. A lot of the balls have been coming off the back wall. How do you feel this court's playing today?
It's tough. The condition, it's hard to play on this court. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of wet spots. A lot of balls come off the wall, back wall. sometimes fast, sometimes because of the wet spots.
Yep.
So it makes us move the players around all the court. So we have to keep an eye on the ball.
And is it pretty easy to find the ball inside there? Is it pretty visible? It seems pretty bright in there. I was concerned about that purple ball coming off the wall. Is it pretty easy to pick up in there?
No. When it comes up the back wall, it's a little bit hard because it's kind of dark outside the court. So it's difficult to see.
So a tough match with Jansen Allen. What was the number one thing that you had trouble with at the beginning of that match?
Just stay focused. Like I said, stay focused all the time. I always want to do my game. Sometimes it's hard because all the players on tour they play really good and different styles. So you have to get used to those styles. But if you keep in mind that you have to do your game and do your best on every point.
No, you're right, Landa. You do. You absolutely have to stay focused. You got to find your game, and once you do, I guess it kind of takes over from there.
Yes.
So this is obviously the season opener. What do you think of the event here in Laurel?
This is my first time here. I love it so far. Great people, great atmosphere, crowd, everything, the facility, everything. It's perfect for the first stop on tour.
Great.
So as we check in on this match right here, Rocky already received a warning for delay of game, just so everyone's aware.
And Andree Parrilla leading this game 1-0 so far, very early. Alex, what are your predictions here between Perea and Rocky Carson? Do you have any thoughts?
I never seen them play before, but I know they play a couple of times, and Andree, I think Andree won. I don't know if they played 2 or 3 times. I think Andree can win this match. I know he trains hard for these kind of matches, so I think he's ready to win. But you know, Rock is always tough to beat. That's why he's still number 1.
Yeah, and you know how tough Rocky is firsthand. You and he played in that tough quarterfinals match in Sioux Falls, and that was actually your first Tier 1 victory that tournament.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit what it's like playing Rocky out there? How does he slow his opponents down?
You know, it's really tough. You have to work every point. He moves you around the court. You're not gonna win easy against Rocky, never.
Oh, and Andre's had a good start so far. He's got a 3-0 lead here. Rocky, a great shot down the line. Side out, gets him into the server's box. Dean, you seem a little quiet over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the video feed up on my Facebook again so I can check in with the chat box. It's very difficult. But Alex, one of the things we're trying to do this year is get a little more interaction between you, the players, with our fans, and giving you a chance to, thank the people that help you get here. Is there anyone specific you want to say thank you to here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. First of all, the sponsors. That's why we are here, because of the sponsors, because of the IRT, fans, tournament directors, Andy, John, all the people that make this kind of events possible. Thank you. Thanks to my sponsors also, eForce, all the clubs in Mexico that let me train for them, and they support me. My family, friends back home. Thank you.
No, absolutely. And Alex, we'll see you in a few weeks at the U.S. Open, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Looking forward.
Absolutely. Alex, thanks for your time. We really appreciate you taking the time after your match. Hit the showers, get some rest, and we'll see you in the morning for a great match tomorrow at 11 a.m. between Sam Murray, the number 8th ranked player on tour, and Alex Landa, our special guest tonight. Congrats again on your win over Jansen Allen, and we'll see you in the morning.
Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you,
Alex. Great insight, Kelly, from the Alex Landa. Back to courtside action right here.
Point.
Rocky getting a point in that rally.
I believe
like I said
first.
before, Rocky
1-3.
already received a warning for delay a game instantly within the first couple rallies. Rocky Rocky Carson drive serves. His drive serves was really on in his last match.
Point.
What a great ace serve right there. Kelly, what do you think of Alex's insight?
I mean, I love every player's insight, Dean, but Alex really speaks to, you know, how he can stay focused in a game and how he finds his game while he's on the court. And once he does, he just settles in, and everything kind of takes. There's Rocky with a great get off the wall. He jumped 1 foot on the wall to grab that. But just what Alex was saying, you know, once he finds his game, he just relaxes and he lets everything kind of take care of itself. He knows how good he is. He's worked on his craft. He's number 2 for a reason.
3 serving 3.
And what he told us today is what we want to hear from every player.
Absolutely. We love getting the player's perspective.
Because we can talk about it, Dean, right? You and I can talk about it all day, but until we get inside the players' minds, who knows what they're thinking on the court?
Absolutely. What a nice little touch by Andree Perea for a flat rollout. Even Rocky gave him a little high five type thing there.
3 serving 3.
3-3 here.
Knotted up at 3. Andree Perea in the service box. Like I said before, Rocky was serving amazing in his round of 16 match. Z serve from Andree right down the line. Ow.
Skip.
Andree just got his racket on that.
Just missed the front wall
Just
there.
missed it. So if you can fill me in on what's going on in the chat box, I'm not able to pull up my feed again here courtside.
Yeah, let me take a look at the chat box here. We'd like to thank Sean, Charlie Pratt, Valentina, Renee, Alcedes, Dave, Carlos.
Second serve.
Hope you guys are enjoying this feed. Hello, Fran Davis. You know she's watching as close as she can. Hello, Jose Diaz, watching from home.
Jose Diaz was here.
Mike Jimenez thinks the post-game interviews are an excellent idea.
What a hands again by Andree Perea. You know Andree's dad's watching as well. Both of these players have coaches. Andree's dad coaches him. Fran Davis coaches Rocky Carson. So, you know, both players are watching closely online. This is a high-leverage match, quarterfinal match, our first pro stop. Both guys are getting ready for the U.S. Open, so it's very important to, you know, keep their fundamentals up. I think we had a wet ball right there. Nice cross-court kill.
Yeah, I think Rocky just pointed that out.
Okay, so I think Andree's trying to appeal the wet hinder, but I think that's not appealable.
So Rocky Carson and Andree Parrilla, they're 2-2 in head-to-head meetings. Andree took his 2 at the second annual Knowing Pro Invitational and the 2016 Florida IRT Pro-Am. I'm sorry, that was Rocky who took
ace
those.
serve. Wow.
4 serving 3.
That was phenomenal.
Andree got his wins over Rocky Carson in the 2017 IRT Shamrock Shootout and the 2018 Shamrock Shootout presented by KWM Gutterman.
Skip.
That's a big skip right there.
3 serving 4.
Slow start to this game, and I'm not really surprised. You know, Rocky's a slow starter, likes to slow the pace down.
Three serving 4.
It might be his age that he likes to, you know, slow it down a little bit. High lob right into the corner.
Yeah.
Andree tried to touch that.
Yeah, he tried to
and
get
didn't
cute with it,
happen.
Dean.
Yeah, I know. Well,
4
he
serving 3.
got cute twice before, and they were perfect. So he's 2 for 3.
He's
on the
capable
cuteness.
of that cuteness, yeah.
Well, with hair like that, you know, you have
Those
to
frosted
be cute.
tips.
Rocky shoots that right down the line.
It's about 300 miles an hour coming off Rocky's jacket.
He was trying to push that to 3. Set up, Andree jumps into the corner. What a get
That
by
is a
Andree Perea.
tremendous hit.
Overhand by Rocky Carson. Spuns off the back wall.
So
Rocky
smart to
gets
let
that
it
one.
hit that back wall too, Dean.
Nice kill shot from Rocky Carson. #1 player in the tournament. Yeah, I think what you're going to see, especially from a player like Andree, he's a smart player. He analyzes the court conditions well, and he's probably going to take a lot of balls off the back wall. Probably, again, it's the third match. He watched a little bit of one before, so he's probably seen that a lot of the balls are coming off the wall.
Skip.
Wow.
Rocky wanted a screen serve there.
3 serving 5.
I'm about ready to throw my iPad right in the trash, Kelly.
Yeah, this Wi-Fi has been giving us problems.
Rocky with a cutoff
Skip. Sign up.
serve to that Z and cross court past it. What a great shot.
5 serving 3.
5-3. Again, not surprised about the pace of play for this particular match. Andree probably would like it. It'll be a little bit faster, but Rocky's not going to allow that. Great wide angle pass by Andree Perea.
And a great effort there by Rocky.
Yeah, if it didn't crack out, he might have had an opportunity to get his racket on it. But a wide angle pass when Rocky was, Rocky was in great court position. He was about at the dotted line, was not in front of it. And a wide angle pass will hit the side wall slightly behind your opponent and ricochet right to the center of the court. Andree Perea drive serve. Rocky's going to take that off the back wall. There's the pinch, up too hard.
Tries to go down the line.
Rocky buries that right into the ground. Rocky tried to be a little cute there.
He may be approaching 40, or he may be 40, but he's still got some cuteness in him.
He's Racquetball's golden boy. I think he's gonna be 40 by the end of this season. That's what I heard earlier in the week. I think it was yesterday. Drive serve coming up from Andree to the back corner. Spins off the racket of Rocky Carson for a winner. That was just a really good serve. Had some spin on it. Rocky's looking for the towel.
5 serving 5.
So Andree knots it up here at 5-5.
Short. Second serve.
Andree doesn't have that much power on his drive serve coming from that particular stance. Z serve, Rocky cuts it off, goes down the line. Andree has to go up top. Rocky returns the favor. Great ceiling ball by Rocky Carson. Set up coming, but he elected to go back up top. Set up off the back wall. Andree right down the line. Rocky puts it right back up top. What another great ceiling ball by Rocky Carson. Great get by Andree Perea.
I think we're
Rocky
in store.
set up. Andree with a re-kill off a pinch. What a great shot. The fans clapping. That was a great rally.
6 serving 5.
Andree creeps ahead of Carson now with a 1-point lead here in game 1.
Andree had a 1-0 lead, and I think that was it.
Second lead of the match here for Andree. Frosted tips Perea.
Great little serve by Andree. Goes up top. Rocky's going to have a setup. Slightly off the back wall. Andree shoots and pinches that. Rocky's right there looking for a replay. Just a screen, just a replay. The players were a little bit too close. Andree gets very low to the floor, so he's able to get ahead of his opponent. As soon as he's done swinging, he's already creeping into that hitting zone. But he does have to be careful because you have to give your opponent the opportunity to finish his full swing.
Skip.
There's another cuteness right there, Kelly. Andree had the setup at the service line and tried to dink it into the corner and skipped. Easy side out for Rocky Carson. Drive serve coming up.
and you can't give Rocky these easy opportunities to score points. He's going to make the most of it.
What a great drive serve. That's what I was saying before. His drive serve was fantastic in the round of 16s, and he just had another one of them right there.
Yeah, he actually fooled me, Dean. I've got these 2 side angles that I'm switching. I thought he was going down the line.
Yeah, he always has the head fake. Same serve. Andree goes up top. Rocky's going to return the favor. Setup coming off the sidewall. Andree pinches. Rocky's right there. This ball's going to come flying off the back wall. Andree gets that one. Another nice get by Andree
By
Perea.
the time Andree got up, the ball was in his mouth.
Too many pinches. Rocky's going to be right there. 2 bounce call.
Point. Seven serving 6.
7-6. We need to get the players mic'd up on timeout so when they're calling their coaches, we can kind of get the
yeah, and inside the huddle. I have a feeling Fran Davis would tell us to buzz off with that idea.
Yeah. Every coach is going to tell you to buzz off.
Yep.
Every player is going to tell you to buzz off.
Right. Oh, sure. We'll put our strategy across the airwaves.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the strategy that these players use, they use against each other every time they play. So some players will keep like a little book on players to try to, talk about what works well with them. A lot of coaches will teach new players that up and coming, saying, you just started playing tournaments. You might want to keep a log of when you played well, what did you do, what the scores were.
Yeah.
Almost like a racquetball diary.
Three walls.
Three walls is the call.
3 walls. Second serve.
So, Dean, you have to reserve on a short serve, a foot fault, a screen serve, and a 3-wall serve. Am I missing one?
No. A long.
Yeah. That back wall.
Yeah. Setup off the back wall. Rocky Carson. Andree gets his racket on another setup off the back wall. Rocky buries a pinch rollout. There it is.
7 serving 7.
7 serving 7.
Yeah, we've got a close one here in game 1, Dean.
Yeah, I'm getting my Facebook feed up, so I'm sharing the video. Andree elects to go with a forehand there. Rocky skips that ball.
Really thought Rocky was going to get that one.
7 serving 7.
Kind of focus in and rattle off some points. Instead, he misses an easy one, and Andree finds himself back in the server box.
Well, Andree was going to return that shot, and he thought it was going into the corner, and Rocky slipped in like a jam serve, and it went straight at him. But he had enough time, Andree, to spin and take a forehand. Great, another spin right there. Andree Perea. What a shot. Did that make it? I think it did. By the looks of the crowd, that made it. That was a good shot. Andree gives him a little racket tap saying, hey, good shot. But you might have got lucky.
Show you guys that shot when we get a break in the action here.
Yeah, keep that cue. Rocky Carson drive serve. Slap Z. Rocky's going to go take this. He's going to shoot this splat. Andree's right there, right down the line. No get by Rocky Carson.
Side out. Here's that shot, Dean, we were just talking about. Rocky jumps it, finds it, and punishes it. From that left wall all the way across the court.
We got a towel timeout on court number 3.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, this year we have a special towel timeout sponsor, Service Master Restore, Frank Catalano. He's in the house. He plays tomorrow. We're going to have him on the mic tomorrow, probably in the semis, second semis, just to get a thank you and a little bit of an interview to see what his expectations are.
Yeah, I'll be following up with Frank this following week, putting out an article about the new partnership with Service Master
Restore.
restore. I was going to say repair. Service Master restore, and we'll tell everybody about that. Let's take a look at the draw here and see how Rocky and Andree got here.
While you're pulling up the draw, I did get a text message. I'm not going to say who it's from. However, when you use the word luck in racquetball, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So take a guess, Kelly. Who's watching this match?
I'm going to have to say Mrs. Fran Davis.
We got an appeal. You better cue that back up. Andree wants that.
So we're going to cue up this appeal here.
I think Andree asked him if it's not a short serve, is it his point because Rocky got it on 2 bounces?
The serve is short. That's an appeal used.
Serve is short.
7 serving 7, second serve.
Back to the action here.
Back to the action. 1 appeal used. Players get 2 appeals. Andree just clarifying so he doesn't appeal. Rocky steps up right into the corner. Andree's right there. Ball's flying off the back wall.
Just replay. Just replay.
Hashtag just a replay. Charlie Pratt, I hope you're out there watching. I hope we made those t-shirts.
If you saw, you know, Rocky wanted a pass ball. And he has a really good argument there. The ball is literally stuck to the side wall. However, they were very close, and Andree didn't have an opportunity to even swing. Out of safety, you know, he held up.
7 serving 7.
So that's just a replay.
You forgot the hashtag there.
I would like a shirt, or I'm not saying it.
That's us millennials. Hashtag and everything.
I know. Well, we might have to get some of them made up for the IRT so we can sell them.
I'm with you there.
We'll give Charlie his cut.
8 serving 7.
8 serving 7. We've been stuck here for quite a while.
Yeah, Rocky actually just broke our stuck on score there between 7-7. Rocky bends himself around Andree, knocks Andree down.
I call it penalty hinder point.
Penalty hinder point given to Rocky.
So, as a coach, if your players, you know, feels that he's not getting the calls needed, you gotta keep him focused and you gotta keep him in the match and only pay attention to the things he can control, which is this rally right here. But I think that's a good call. Ball's coming off the back wall. Again, Andree spins around. Ooh, tried to get that right on in front of us. Did you get that switch camera view there?
I believe I did there.
Nice.
Let's see if we can cue that up for you guys from that left angle.
What a great try by Andree Perea right there. He's not going to give up until he sees that ball bouncing twice, and maybe even 3 times. Rocky Carson down to drive. Looks for the jam. Good sealing ball by Andree. Rocky takes that and flat rolls it. Again, even some of the sealing balls are coming off the back wall. I was talking to a B player before, someone who's here from Colombia, and I was letting him know the same thing. Be careful. A lot of the sealing balls are coming off the back wall, so maybe you want to stay a little more aggressive. But we have a timeout on the court. Probably go to one of our commercials. Kelly.
Yes, sir. I'll take us out with the commercial.
And we'll be right back.
Great replay here by Rocky Carson. We'll be right back here on the IRT Network.
Rob, I'll get right to it. You're great, and I want you to lead the chicken team. Your first order of business will be my Chipotle Chicken Ciabatta Sandwich. Your choice of a spicy, crispy, or...
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. My partner over there, Dean Bear, is getting down to the cha-cha slide. Dean, I saw your dance moves over there. I wish the viewers at home could have saw them.
Oh, well, IRT investor Mike Grizz comes over and says, hey, sit down. I'm feeling it. The Red Bull's kicking in.
That's what it is. It's a second win.
If you work at Red Bull or know somebody at Red Bull, please have them call me. Hashtag we need Red Bull.
11-7 our score here in game one of the third quarterfinal match of the night between number one ranking Rocky Carson and number 11th ranked player in the world, Andree Perea. Carson serving at 11-7 here. Play will resume.
Rocky Carson drive serve coming up. Rocky this season's been switching up his drive serve, going a lot more to the forehand. Even on his Z serve, he's been pushing the ball behind him this tournament, and that's new. I have not seen that side of Rocky serve. Off the back wall, Andree puts that right in. Rocky is right there. Andree's looking for a screen, and he's not going to get it.
So 12-7.
12 serving 7.
12 serving 7.
You know, players are allowed to come out, ask the referee a question. What they can't do is keep engaging with the same question or, you know, abusing the referee. That's going to be an instant technical, which is a loss of point. And I believe it's 3 technicals in a game is an automatic forfeit. I think. I'm going to have to get clarification there.
We'll ask CEO John Scott. John, 3 technicals in a game, does that amount to a forfeit?
Well, it might be 3 in a match.
3 technicals in a match, does that amount to a forfeit? 4 technicals, according to Tour Commissioner Andy Kuhlbeck, equals a forfeit.
Set up off the back wall. Andree puts that right into the ground. Andree looks, he needs to change his body language. He needs to be a little more upbeat. He's not getting the calls he wants, and his shots are not doing what he wants them to do. So he's going to have to adjust.
Yep.
What a great serve by Rocky Carson. I think that was a good serve. I don't know if even players tend not to appeal that because you're not going to really, what are you going to get? 2 serves. Rocky's second serve is really good. If he loses the appeal, you know, that's 1 less appeal he's going to have. This is wallpaper right here. Andree returns the favor. What a nice pinch kill shot by Andree Perea.
Side out. Dean, we're going to show the club here. We got hometown hero Troy Warrigon in those luscious locks. As Troy moves out of the way, you can see all these fans jam-packed in here, ready for the action.
Yeah,
as Andree gets down to serve.
Too deep upstairs. Great action here today. That was an interesting shot by Rocky. It was a reverse pinch, 2 bounce call right there. He did a backhand reverse pinch, but he went like through Andree.
Yeah, and Andree finds himself a point there. He's not out of this, Dean. He's only 5 down and only 7 away from the match, so he can really put the pressure on Carson, who's maybe not going to put it away, but we'll find out here shortly.
Yeah, 1 at a time. That's what every player looks for. Just get the next point and go from there. Great 2, 3 wallpaper shots right here. What a great pinch kill shot by Rocky Carson, the #1 player.
Showing his talents.
That was phenomenal. He didn't put in too much power. Too much power here, the ball might come off the front wall a little funny, which would allow your opponent to get it. Drive serve coming up from Carson to the forehand. Andree's right there. What a pinch,
Wow.
backhand
There's
pinch
that
by
cuteness.
Andree Perea. He loves that shot, and he loves that corner.
I love that shot, Dean. That was gorgeous.
Can you do that?
No, I can't. But I can appreciate it from afar.
Can you rewind that shot?
That I can do. That I can do. Not a problem doing that.
A
See
good
if we can
salesman
find it.
will ask questions where the answer he already knows.
Got that queued up and ready for you guys. Rocky goes down the line. Andree returns it. Rocky a great get, and Andree goes
Whoop! Right into the corner. Smooth.
as silk.
So this is my first time here in Maryland as well with the IRT. I was down here a couple years ago for a camp, but we were at a different club. And from what I've been told is they haven't had professional racquetball here in this area in over 10 years. That's what I was told. I didn't confirm it, but by the size of the crowds that are here the past 2 days, and that's qualifying Thursday and now today, the crowds have been amazing, more than I've seen at other stops. So I'm excited, and if that means the future is bright, all good things are going to happen. Right into the ground, Rocky Carson. Andree gets a point. And for me, the drive wasn't that bad. It was only about 4 hours, Kelly.
Yeah, it was a little further for John and I coming from St. Louis. I'd like to say hi to everyone in the chat box. Samantha, Danny, Mahid. Hello, Jennifer Carson, the beautiful Jennifer Carson, watching her husband Rocky take on Andree, hoping for a shot to the semifinals.
What a shot right there by Rocky Carson. And he follows it up with a beautiful splat roll, pinch roll.
Okay, Dean, now I gotta ask. Tell me the difference between a pinch and a splat.
A splat shot will hit your racket and within like a half a foot hit the side wall. And it will make that splat motion. Point. A serve again called by head referee. Andree didn't swing at that, and he should.
Yeah.
And getting back to your point, a pinch shot will hit the side wall more towards the front wall.
Okay. So Carson serving here at his first opportunity for game one.
Off the back wall, Andree's right there. Rocky puts that right down the line. Andree's pissed, ticked off after that.
Warning.
Not happy.
Warning received to Andree Parrilla, given by head referee Scott McClellan.
That was a warning? Nice.
Confirmed, Dean, that
Okay.
was a warning?
Yes, confirmed.
So we're going to take a quick break. Players will be back in 2 minutes. We'll be back in a few. You're watching the MWRA season opener here in Laurel, Maryland at the SportFit Total Fitness Racket Club. We'll be back in just a few.
Hi everybody, welcome to GOAT Sports Performance. Dr. Tim Baghurst. I've been reading a book called Relentless by Tim Grover, and I've already mentioned some quotes in other videos about what he writes. I love a lot of what he has to say. And he talks about a quote which I want to share with you, and apparently people have been asking, what's your secret to this? And some of this is in here, but what he really says is there aren't really any secrets. So let's have a look at what he says. And he says, people are always asking me about the secrets and tricks I use to get results. Sorry if this disappoints you. There are no secrets. There are no tricks. If anything, it's the opposite. It's simple. Ask yourself where you are now and where you want to be instead. Ask yourself what you're willing to do to get there. Then make a plan to get there. Act on it. Sound advice, right? It seems simple enough, but the problem is that sometimes you don't know how to make that plan and how to act on it. Another challenge that I've found with the clients that I work with is in many situations they don't have people to hold them accountable or to encourage them to reach those goals. If that's somebody like yourself, you really want to make changes, but you don't have that person to really guide you through that process or encourage you to get to those goals, hey, reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. goatsports.pro is my website. And of course, please do subscribe to my YouTube channels and share them on. It's much appreciated. Till next time, thanks for watching.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the IRT Network presented by eNet Live. We're here in Laurel, Maryland for the season opener. The MWRA, the Maryland Washington Racquetball Association season opener. First Tier 1 tournament of the 2018-2019 season. After this, we'll be heading to Vegas for an outdoor tournament. Then we'll be heading to Minneapolis for the famous U.S. Open. We're going to return to the action, give you a shot of the crowd there piling in here as the evening winds down. We've still got one great match after this, and we've still got a great match going on between Rocky Carson and Andree Perea. Carson took game 1 15-8. Here he is to serve. Dean, what do you see out there?
Well, I had to make a quick run out to the car to get some more Service Master Restore towels, some clean ones. We used a lot today. And game 1 was slow. I mean, as far as scoring points. It took a long time. There was a lot of trades of side outs. I know I saw both of the players, on with their coaches. I didn't see Rocky. I'm assuming he was on the, but I did see Andree on the phone with his dad, with his coach. So Andree is usually good at making adjustments, but so is Rocky. Like, that stuff Andree can't do. He can't do that little flick. He's got to shoot the ball and put the ball away. Skipped ceiling ball right there. A lot of frustration coming from Andree Perea. Like I said, he can't have those little flick shots. Needs to really swing, full follow through, and put the ball away. Towel timeout on court. Once again, towel timeout sponsored by Service Master Restore. Mr. Frank Catalano provides our towels, sponsors our tournaments, and we want to thank him for his support. Will be more on that on the IRT website, as well as probably tomorrow in one of the semifinal matches we'll have an interview. Time back in. 1-0, Rocky Carson down to drive. Drive serve coming up to the backhand. Andree goes up top, gonna fall short, overhand. Back up top, set up off the back wall, Rocky Carson. Andree gets that ball. Not getting that one, that was a flat rollout right into the corner. Great shot by the #1 player, Rocky Carson.
It's like putting a steak in front of a lion, saying don't touch it. That's a good one, Dean. He's gonna eat that up every time.
Yeah. Well, again, gotta make, you gotta minimize your mistakes against someone like Rocky Carson. For Andree to stay in this match, he's gonna need to make Rocky shoot more than he's used to. Rocky likes to go up top, play defense on occasion, but he's changed this season. I'm seeing a little more aggressiveness from Rocky Carson.
Yeah, I had an interesting conversation earlier today, Dean, with Commissioner Andy Kuhlbeck, and I was asking about Rocky and how fit he is, and his condition basically, and if he's healthy. All last season, Rocky Carson at the first event of the year, the Canoga Park event in Malibu, he hurt his knee, was rehabbing his knee and letting it rest, still playing in some events, but was never really at 100%. Then he hurt his arm, said his arm's at about 80%, his knee's completely fine, and I think we're just seeing Rocky Carson being aggressive and playing this type of style because he's healthy, because he's, I'm sure he's at 92, 93% overall. Imagine what we see when he gets to 100.
Yeah. Again, not having the 2 out of, going from 2 out of 3, he doesn't have, room for error.
Right.
again, if you lose game 1, in order for him to win, he's got to go to a tiebreaker. And he likes those long matches, but in an 11-point game, that ball skipped. You're going to see an appeal. Appeal coming up. I think Rocky's going to win that one, Kelly. Got to key that back up.
Yes, sir. Getting it right here for you guys.
As we look to this replay. Scott sees it, wants one more look at it, just to be sure. So
Crowd looking on, seeing what Scott's looking at here.
Skip ball.
Yeah, Kelly,
Skip
I
ball.
saw that.
Andree can see that too. He confirms it. Sorry, Dean, go ahead.
Serving 0.
I saw it from my angle. I saw the ball roll into the front wall. So one of the things I do know is what a great get by Rocky Carson right there. Another pinch shot. 3-wall by Rocky. Andree's going to shoot this. Rocky's right there. 3-wall again. Oh, skip by Rocky Carson. I do know that his coach Fran went to work with Rocky down in by Rocky's house in, what is it, Rodero Beach? Is that how you say it?
Lindera Ranch, I believe.
Yeah, and she's working on getting him to be more aggressive. Again, once again, you know, guys in the chat box, we talk about, you know, these professional players and having coaches. You should have a coach at almost any level if you want to compete and you want to get better. Even the #1 player in the world has to improve.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way around it. So if you're an open player, you know, and you want to go pro, you need a coach, someone that's going to, a second set of eyes, someone's going to help you on Monday nights and drill and practice. And if you're a B player and you want to be an A, you still need the same fundamentals. You got to work at it.
Yeah, Dean, if you're too perfect to take some advice, I think you belong on another planet.
What a great pass by Rocky Carson. Nice. That ball did not come off the sidewall. Rocky might be also figuring out this court and how it plays. He did play on it earlier, but like I said, some of the other players you've seen a lot of off the back wall. Rocky's not having that type of opportunity. He's given, you know, passes that are, maybe he's taken a little bit off it, but they're not hitting the back wall. Good adjustments by Rocky in game 2. Right into the ground, Andree Perea.
4 serving 0.
4 serve 0.
Rocky down to serve. Andree, great get there by Rocky. And he's still on his feet. Goes between the legs of Carson.
Replay call.
Replay called. Fans getting into it.
Four serving 0.
We got a towel timeout. We'll show you the crowd here.
Towel timeout sponsored by Service Master Restore, Frank Catalano. Oh, that's Austin Powers music.
Nothing wrong with the little Austin Powers.
Oh, we did it at the same time.
Give you a look at the court here as we clean up the mess. Appreciate the volunteers out there. Even John Scott, the tour CEO, saw a little wet spot and didn't hesitate to get out there and clean up the mess for the pros.
Absolutely. Right back to that coaching standpoint, you know, we talk about Rocky's coach, Fran Davis. She's one of our partners. So she does have camps. We are running a camp in Long Island in March. But they're all over the country. Check out FranDavisRacquetball.com. She also writes for our IRT newsletter, so every month.
Yes, she does. I contact Fran Davis every month, Dean, and she sends me some great stuff.
Let me tell you, that was just a fantastic return to serve by Andree Perea. It was a lob, nicked the side wall, and Andree cross-court backhand passed it. It was amazing. It was a very good shot. So Kelly, we got another towel timeout. Once again, we have to keep saying it. Part of our agreement with our towel sponsor, Service Master Restore, Mr. Frank Catalano. We're gonna have a little bit more on that going forward. Let me get his commercial going.
Yeah, Frank will be sending us a lot more stuff to be putting out for all you guys to see. Encourage you guys to buy from those who help the tour.
Andree, easy skip. Those are the mistakes he can't have, Kelly.
Yeah, especially against Rocky Carson.
No, it almost looked like he expected it to roll out.
Short. Second serve.
Rocky, that was a short serve. Sorry to inform you. Kelly, I'm winding down tonight. We got one more match after this?
Yes, sir. After this, we will have Sebastian Franco and Adam Mania.
Rocky Carson down to drive, looking at the Z, maybe behind him.
Yeah.
Look at those hands. The crowd loves that. What a great shot by Andree. He looked like he was going to blast it and then just tapped it.
See if we can show you guys that again.
0 serving 4.
0 serving 4. Andree yet to score in game 2. Changing up his serve, going with the high lob to the forehand. Rocky gonna overhand it. Set up off the back wall, Rocky Carson. Andree's gonna another set up off the back wall. Right there, Rocky gets that one and Andree gets it. What a nice pinch re-kill by Rocky Carson. Andree did everything well and Rocky came out on top. So it's extremely frustrating for a player when that happens.
No, he just called it.
We're looking for another towel timeout on court number 3 by Service Master Restore, Frank Catalano. His bill after this tournament's going to be very expensive, Kelly.
Well, hopefully we've got enough to pay him, huh?
I'm down on the internet service over here, Kelly.
Yeah, it's not too much better over here. We'll see if we can peek into that chat box.
4 serving 0.
Still 4 serving 0 here as Carson is set and ready.
Drive serve to the backhand, short serve.
Second serve.
I like the aggressiveness from Rocky Carson on his drive serves. They're looking a lot different. High lob, nicks the side wall. Andree goes up top. Rocky's going to shoot from 38 feet. Andree's right there. There's the shot he has to take. He has to shoot that ball and not just push it towards the front wall. When you push it towards the front wall, that's where Rocky's going to be right there to get it.
Short.
Drive serve again, another short. Rocky seems to think that was good by a lot. And I'm going to say good call by referee Scott McClellan. Andree stepped right into that Z serve.
Skip. Point.
See, that works for Andree against, in the
6-0.
qualifiers. But that's not going to work here. You really has to shoot the ball. Big drive serve coming up from Rocky Carson.
Two
bounces.
That was a great return by Andree.
Excellent return. I think Rocky was hoping it was a short serve. Andree going to his own Z serve. He loves this Z serve also.
And I don't think Rocky, does it to attack Scott, but I have noticed just about every call that's even close, Rocky's always leaning the other way. He always thinks, I don't know, Scott. I don't know if you got that one right.
Well, some players will do that in hopes of not getting that one, but getting the next one. That's a great get by Rocky Carson.
These players are going at it now.
Great pass by Andree Perea. Rocky can't get that one. Timeout, towel timeout on court number 3. What a great rally. The fans loved it. Towel timeout, sponsored by Service Master Restore. I think he wants another. We're going to get 2 towels in there at the same time.
Well, thanks to Frank, we got enough.
Yeah. Scott's throwing it in there saying, if you want it wiped, you better wipe it yourself. He said, I'm not the CEO. I'm not wiping the floor.
John Scott did not hesitate to get out there, showing his love for the sport. We have got a lot of people watching in the stands here.
So 1 serving 6. It definitely is a Rocky kind of night. He's got a commanding lead in game 2. He won game 1.
Is Rocky ready to return?
This ball's going to be... What a great shot by Andree Perea. What a nice one.
And Andree
2 serving 6.
finds his second point of the match.
Yeah, points are not coming easy for Andree in this game. Rocky's making it extremely difficult for him to score.
10th point of the match, second point of this game.
What a great aggressive return of serve by Rocky Carson to get himself back in the service box. Not a good serve by Andree. A little bit short on that Z. Drive serve coming up from Carson. Andree's right there, hits the side wall. Rocky's going to shoot this off the back wall. Rocky goes up top. Andree's going to shoot this one again for a great kill shot cross court by Andree Perea.
2 serving 6.
Andree's game has come far as of late. He won his first Tier 1 last year. He was in a finals the year before. Good Z serve right there from Perea. Rocky goes and gets that one, brings it up top, down the line again. This one's going to be off the back wall for a forehand. Into the corner, 2 or 3 bounces that was. Andree Perea, points are starting to happen.
Yep, bringing himself closer.
Rocky wants to wipe himself, not a timeout.
All right, I'll just get the court away. We'll do a bunch of top.
3 serving 6.
I think players, they need like an assistant.
Like a caddy.
Yeah. Z serve, Rocky shoots that one right down the line. Goes up top. Andree returns the favor. This is not going to come off the back wall. Very good ceiling balls from both players. Rocky shoots that ball. This is coming off the back wall. Andree grabs that one. Down the line again. Pass ball is the call.
And would you agree with that one? No hinder there?
I'm glad I didn't have to make that call. It was right in front of me. Andree gets a lot of balls. I mean, so I might have given him that one. Because although he didn't have a great shot, he had a shot off the back wall.
Second serve.
That wasn't... Is he appealing that? No.
It almost looked like he was saying a screen serve, but he's the one serving, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's just what it looked like.
Ball's
from him.
down. The ball is down. That's another good call by referee Scott McClellan. So like I was saying before, Andree had an opportunity to get the ball. That particular play, even if Rocky wasn't even there, he's not getting that ball. That's why that's not a call at all. Great read right there, Andree. That serve, for those of you, I don't know if you can see it, but it was a good drive serve to the backhand, but it hit the side wall first. By hitting the side wall, it spins over, and Andree is able to turn around and take a forehand. And when you turn around and take the forehand, you have a lot more options as to what shot you're going to take, and you got a clear view of your opponent on where he is. So there's a lot more in your arsenal when you're able to turn around and take a forehand in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Good Z serve by Andree. Rocky's got to go up top. Andree shoots that cross court. Rocky is there. Good kill off the short hop by Andree Perea.
He's starting to put it together here, Dean.
Andre's heating up like Alex started heating up in game 1 yesterday. Might be a Mexican thing. I don't know.
Dean, we've just breached an hour here. Total length of this match.
Are you surprised?
No,
on
I'm not.
Rocky Carson match?
Point.
So I was going to say it might be a hot sauce thing. The hot sauce is starting to kick in on both of Andree and Alex. Andree definitely is heating up. And racquetball is a game of momentum. So the momentum right now has swung into Andree's favor.
No, you're right.
Agree?
You are absolutely right. And that's not to say Rocky won't find his momentum, but right now it's all Andre's.
You see that get by Andree off the back wall? That's what he was looking for before, a diving get.
As you can see, he's capable of it.
Oh, little collision right there. Andree was way out of position. He was inside the service box.
That's what I was just about to say. He had to go behind Carson and to his left to even see the ball.
Yeah.
Let alone get a racket on it.
It's not a good position to be when your opponent's shooting is in the service box. You kind of don't want to be in front of the dotted line. Rare.
7 serving 5.
7-5. Rocky up. Rocky likes to drag out the match a little bit. I don't know if it's, but when he starts engaging with the referee too much, he doesn't play well.
Skip.
What a skip right there. I'll tell you, that shot looked good from my angle.
5 serving
What about
7.
you, Kelly? What did you see there?
Look good.
Yeah, it looked good from this angle. Great shot by Andree. Good follow to the back wall. Rocky set up there to kill right across court. That was fantastic. That's what I was saying before. When you're able to shoot your forehand from the left side, as a righty, from the left side of the court, and you're able to see where your opponent is, where he's leaning, where maybe his foot's pointed, you just have such a better option to win that point or that rally. Good get by Andree.
Incredible get.
Rocky's right there. Not getting that one. That's a flat-out rollout right into the corner. Great shot by Rocky Carson. Here's the momentum shifting now back into Rocky's area. Andree looking for the towel. Towel timeout sponsored by Frank Catalano, Service Master Restore from Long Island, New York.
Dean, you familiar with Long Island at all? You ever been there?
I've been there a couple times. I've lived on Long Island my entire life. And in the 80s, it was hotbed of racquetball. Hotbed. The likes of Sudsy Monchek, Ruben Gonzalez.
Said the 80s?
Jason Menino. Yes.
Yeah, I know Memphis was a big racquetball city as well during that time.
Good spin by Andree right there for that return. What a get. Rocky's going to shoot this off the back wall. Andree's right there. There's the shots he can't take. He can't take those pushes. He's got to shoot the ball. Every single time he had that push, and I shouldn't say that. I think 2 he rolled, and 4 he left up for Rocky to pretty much do whatever he felt like it with that ball. Drive serve coming up, Rocky Carson. Short serve.
Second serve.
What does the head pen scoreboard say, Kelly?
Scoreboard is 9-6 at the moment. Rocky Carson
9 serving 6 on the head pen scoreboard. Andree goes up top. Rocky's gonna shoot this off the back wall. Andree's right there. Rocky's got some. What a diving get. What a cracker. 2 fantastic shots by Rocky. Andree got one. The crack got the other. And Rocky Carson scores another point. Timeout. Court 3, Andree Perea. Let's take it to a commercial.
Yes, sir.
We'll be
Say
back
the word.
shortly.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear the music in the background. Everybody kind of nodding back and forth in their seats. They're pretty caught up in the match we got going here, Dean.
I'm kind of upset I'm not in the chat box. I like being in the chat box. Usually there's a lot of Long Island folk there.
See if we can pull up the chat box real quick. Peek in there, say hi to some folks.
My Wi-Fi is just, whew.
Hello, Leo Vasquez.
We love
Hello,
Leo.
Matthew. Hello, Paul, Marcus, Jose.
Jose, what about Jose B?
Matthew, no, this is not the last match of the day. Following this match, we will have another quarterfinal between Sebastian Franco and Adam Mania. That'll be following this match.
That's going to be a great match, Kelly.
I'm looking forward to it, Dean. We got to finish this one first, though.
Yep, Rocky Carson down to drive. To the forehand. Great return by Andree right up top. Rocky's right there. Shoot that ball. Another shot coming up, Carson. Can't get that one. That was a beautiful shot. Rocky Carson, kill shot.
11 serving 5.
Commanding lead by the #1 player, Rocky Carson.
Hey, Dean, turn around. There's your boy, Frank.
Off the back wall, Rocky Carson. Andree has to go up top. Rocky shoots that skip.
Ball. Side out.
That's a good call.
Skip. Rocky might appeal that.
Nah, he knows it's skipped. I think he
5
said,
serving
I think
11.
I heard him say it's skipped. I think he just had to sell it to himself. Because as a player, you think every ball you shoot is good in a tournament. At my level. So at this level, I bet you it's even worse. What a nice little hands by Rocky Carson. Andree's got to be careful. He looked like he was ready to smack that ball, and that would have got him a technical for sure. Rocky Carson down to drive. Drive serves have been fantastic.
Short.
Right.
Short.
Hits the short line.
Second serve.
Good get by Andree and returned it. Second serve.
Side out. 5, serving 11.
5-11 here.
I have some difficulties with my mic here, Scott. Oh, I got it. I tried to step up so I can see the head pen scoreboard. Rocky Carson goes up top. Andree has to go up top as well. Off the back wall, Rocky's there. Pinch rollout by Andree Perea.
6, serving 11.
6-11 on the head pen scoreboard.
Yes, sir. Dean, if you're ever in doubt, ask me. I'd be happy to provide you with the score.
Thank you so much.
Skip.
See those? At least he shot that ball.
Yeah.
You know what I was saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Held up the last time.
You know, he just tries to push the ball, you know, but now he's at least recognizing that he has to shoot. Good play by Rocky off the back wall for a pinch kill.
That is so good.
Andree's back too far. You know, you see your opponents, you know, behind that dotted line. A pinch is a really good shot.
Positioning key in racquetball.
Absolutely. Check out frandavis.com. What a great kill shot by Andree Perea.
2 there. Dean, we just had the cutest little girl go past our table over here, and it's always nice to see the younger generation taking in this top-level racquetball action from these pros.
Without looking, I'm sure it's little baby Franco, Sebastian's daughter.
I saw her last night. I haven't seen her so far today.
That wasn't the one that just passed by?
No, that little golden ball of sunshine was not here today. I haven't seen her yet. I'm sure she's probably around here somewhere. It might be past her bedtime, though, Dean.
I don't know. It's almost past my bedtime.
I was just about to say, we're approaching yours.
What a get by Andree with a little stab at it. Rocky buries that ball down the line. What a fantastic kill shot by Rocky Carson. 12 serving 6 inside the service box. Drive serve coming up. Good spin by Andree, but Rocky's right there.
There he
Rocky,
is again.
Another point by Rocky Carson. Rocky uses his body a lot when he sets up for his shots to kind of make your opponent kind of move out of the way and get a little out of position. So great body work there by Rocky Carson. Very smart. 13-6.
13-6. That's our score here in Game 2. Rocky Carson, #1 ranked player in the world, just 2 points away from taking this match and advancing to the semifinals, where he will face the winner of our next match between Sebastian Franco and Adam Mania.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Sebastian, he won a Tier 1. Adam is full-time this year on the tour, from what I heard. It's his plan, I spoke with his dad, is to be at every Tier 1 stop we have.
That's great. Always love seeing more and more athletes being able to make it to every Tier 1 stop that we have.
Absolutely. First match point for Rocky Carson. That's what I said before. When you're able to spin around and take a forehand, you got so much more opportunities. Drive serve coming up for Rocky Carson for the match. Into the corner. Andree flicks it into the corner, says, one more shot. I want to go serve again.
6 serving 14.
He said, pour me another. I'm not leaving yet.
He needs some hot sauce because he has to heat up. Z serve from Perea. Rocky going to bring that up top. Great ceiling ball off the back wall. Rocky's going to make Andree shoot to win. This is where I want to see Rocky be more aggressive. Match point, he went up top twice. One of those, he had the opportunity to shoot. And you don't want to let your opponent get 1 or 2 points just because you don't want to give them that confidence. You don't want the momentum swing. Good Z serve again by Andree. Shoots this down the line, buries it.
Another point. Rattles off 2 in a row there.
8-14.
That's what I was saying before. So now, you want to be a little more aggressive is what I'm saying for Rocky. He wants to get back in that box and finish this match. Like right here, boom. Great pass by Rocky Carson. Gets himself his second opportunity to win this match here in Laurel, Maryland. Once again, guys, we got to thank our sponsors, wearrollout.com, Racquetball Warehouse, Gearbox, Head Pen, MLG Holdings.
You can see some of those sponsors, their court stickers on the left wall there as Rocky steps in to serve for the match.
Second opportunity for match point. Rocky Carson down to drive. What serve is coming? Crack. Andree gets it, flicks it up top, set up for Carson. Cross court, Andree's right there, hits the crack. He's back in the service box. Holds off his second match point opportunity. 8 serves 14.
Yeah, Deanie says I'll have another.
Yeah, he had the hot sauce. Z serve coming. Rocky goes up top. Here's a setup for Andree. Off the back wall. Right into the corner. Another point scored by Andree Perea. You might see a timeout from Carson just to cool down the Mexican. 9 serves 14.
Yeah, Andree Perea is
If Andree
el
gets
caliente.
to about 11, you'll probably see a timeout. Andree Perea, Z serve coming. Rocky gonna shoot that. Andree gets it cross court, hits the side wall. Rocky gets a racket on it. Big setup by Andree, and Rocky returns that one. Reverse pinch. Cross court, great. Setup again for Perea. Rocky's right there. What a great rally. You know the crowd's gonna go crazy with a pinch rollout for Andree Perea. The crowd went nuts because that was some great racquetball action.
Timeout.
Timeout on the court. What did I tell you? 10 serves 14. Let's have a quick commercial and come right back, Kelly.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that just saw the commercial, no, the IRT has not yet partnered with Pepsi and FIFA stars like Messi and Marcelo, but big things are happening this season. Rocky Carson and Andree Perea finding themselves in Game 2 of their quarterfinal match.
Rocky playing a little bit defensive right here. Great down the line shot by Andree Perea, wins himself another point. Towel timeout coming on court 3. Towel timeout sponsored by Service Master Restore.
You know, Dean,
yeah,
you mentioned Andree needs to find some hot sauce to his game. I think he found a whole jug.
You know, he found a little bit of mojo. Again, the momentum swung, and it started, you know, when he had, I think it was 6, and Rocky had the opportunity and went too many ceiling balls, in my opinion, and Andree took advantage and shot for bottom board and made it. 11 serves 14. Good Z serves by Andree. Here's a setup for Perea. Down the line, Rocky's right there, goes back up top. Great ceiling ball. Who's gonna make the mistake and shoot? Andree's there. Rocky goes up top, off the back wall again. Rocky dives for it and just missed it. He thought the ball was broken. He just missed that ball. He dove and missed it.
Andree Parrilla trying to stretch this to a tiebreaker.
If you saw right there, Rocky grabbed the ball to check, because that's the only way you're allowed to check. If you hit it and it breaks, then you're not going to replay that last point. If you grab it and squeeze it and it breaks, well, then that last point's going to be a replay. Then Rocky swung, and it went around Andree, but Andree looked at the head referee and said, hey, you know, did you see that? And I think they had a meeting of the minds there.
Yeah.
Good Z serve and a skip by Carson.
Look out. Andree Parrilla has climbed his way back in. He's just 1 point down.
13 serves 14 on the head pen scoreboard. Andree Perea, Z serve coming up. Maybe he's going to go to the forehand. No, sticks with the Z. Rocky puts it right down the line. I think this is the third or the fourth opportunity.
This is the third opportunity here, Dean. Let's see if Rocky can do it, because he can't afford to give it back to Parrilla.
No, opportunity number 3 for the match. Rocky Carson down to drive. Looks at the front wall, checks his receiver. Here it comes. Goes for the jam, off the back wall. Perea's there. Rocky gets that one. Look at that little cut by Perea. Andree's going to shoot this one, and it's a great flat rollout. The crowd loved it.
He's not going anywhere, Dean.
No, back in the service box, Andree Perea. 13 serves 14. Stays off match point number 3 for the great golden boy Rocky Carson. Wow, that was fantastic. I can't even believe that was a good shot. Kelly, I didn't hear you there. Did you break up a little bit?
Yeah, we had a little technical difficulty there. Trying to cue that up. It was absolutely amazing there, Dean.
You know, especially with the pinch, you have a higher percentage chance of skipping once it hits that other surface, that side wall. So it's a difficult shot, and he made it look real easy. Here we go. Z serve. Rocky brings that up top. Andree's going to shoot that one. Rocky's right there. Andree gets it. Wide angle. Skip ball by Rocky Carson. And Andree Perea has his first game point opportunity. 14 serves 14. The crowd wants a tiebreaker. Andree Perea in the box for the game. Same Z serve coming up. Rocky goes up top. It's going to be short. Andree shoots it cross court. Off the back wall. Rocky is there for a killer of his own. Back in the box. Rocky Carson.
Dean, how good is this match right now?
It's fantastic. This is a great way to lead into our next match. 4th match point opportunity for Carson. Drive serve coming up. Looking for the crack. Andree spins around and kills the ball. Back in the box. Andree Perea. The crowd is going nuts.
They're loving it here, Dean, here at the Laurel Sport Fit Racket Club.
Fantastic. Second game point opportunity for Andree Perea. Taking his time. Z serve coming to the forehand. Rocky skips it. There's the game. Game 2 in the books. We are going to a tiebreaker. The crowd loves it here in Laurel, Maryland. Tiebreaker coming up. 2-minute break. Take us away, Kelly.
When you don't feel like yourself, trust the pharmacy experts at Lewis. From prescription medications to finding the things that make you feel better. Lewis pharmacists know what you need. Count on Lewis and feel better.
When it comes to the game of life, we're all on the same team. And success comes simply from trying. You don't have to be.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the music bumping. We've got the crowd rocking. See if we can show you that. We've got some heads in the way. We've got more people up on the banisters. You can see them behind the player posters there to the right of your screen. Andree Parrilla with a great comeback to force a tiebreaker. We'll bring up this scoreboard for you folks. Rocky Carson took game one by a score of 15-8. It was a heck of a match. Rocky Carson had 3 opportunities to put the match away. Unfortunately for Rocky, Andree made the most of his opportunities, came back, forced to 14-14. 2 or 3 times both players had sides out. Nobody knew who was going to win it. The crowd was in it. And finally, Andree Perea rolled one out to force the breaker. We'll take a look at the draw here, or take a look at some facts here by Todd Boss Consulting. Rocky and Andree have faced each other 2 times. And it is dead even with them. Rocky has won twice. Andree has won twice. See if we can track down my cake-eating partner, Dean Grizzly Bear.
Game 3, Rocky serves. Zero serving 0.
So 0-0. I can see Dean racing back to his headset. Doesn't want to let anybody down. See if we can find him on the mic as he puts his headset on. Dean, are you there?
I am.
Second serve.
There's a line for the bathroom.
There's so many people here.
I know. Wow, that was some game 2. Here we are starting off game 3. Around the world, Andree puts that right back. Rocky's right there. What a dive for Andree Perea. Can't get that one. It's the first point.
And Rocky serves first in this breaker. They add the total points scored by each player. Whoever has scored more points in the match so far will be the first server of the breaker.
We have a towel timeout, sponsored by Service Master Restore, Frank Catalano.
Give you another view of the court. Oh, the court here, side angles. There's the crowd.
What a great crowd here in Maryland, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
1 serving 0.
You can see IRT investor Mark Grizz.
Mike
Grizz.
Grizz.
Too many Marks and Mikes.
1 serve 0. Rocky Carson comes out to a lead. Short serve.
Second serve.
Second serve coming up. Rocky Carson. He's asking, can you check for a wet wall before he serves? Probably going for a high lob nick. Hits the ground first. Setup coming for Carson. Andree's right there, goes cross court. Good kill shot by Andree Perea to get himself back inside the service box.
0 serving 1.
So Kelly, the crowd's pretty pumped here, huh?
You know, last night they had a little more dance moves in them, but tonight it's all claps, it's all smiles, and all eyes are either on the court or on the TV behind us where they can catch all the action.
Well, last night there was a lot of qualifying racquetball. Tonight there's some high-level professional racquetball.
That's right, and that's all thanks to Tracy Valentine, who's doing a great job running this event.
131.
She did a great job so far. I'm loving it.
You know, Dean, I asked her as we were setting up, is there anything you need from us? Is there anything we can help you with? And she said, I'm good. This is what I do. I'm fine.
She's a staple at the U.S. Open.
Yes, absolutely.
Skip ball is the call. I couldn't see it. I had Rocky directly in my line of view. Andree looking for the towel. Another towel timeout, sponsored by Service Master Restore. So some people are asking, Rocky Carson's from California. Andree Perea is from St. Luis, Potosí, Mexico.
St. Luis, Potosí.
Yeah, this year he didn't make it to the World Games. There's some amazing players coming out of Mexico. Well, first of all, we have Danny De La Rosa, who's fantastic, but Rodrigo Montoya, who is the world champion. He won the singles title at the Worlds. That was a great kill shot by Rocky Carson.
You know, Dean, I mentioned as we approached just over an hour, we have now surpassed an hour and a half of this match. I'm just curious how long this match is going to go with this breaker.
I think that was a short serve. You're going to see appeal here. Andree's looking for an appeal. You knew he was going to appeal that. He looked at me and asked me, and I didn't say anything, but it looked short from my view. But it's queued up, the crowd's looking at it. Head referee Scott McClellan is looking at it. Clearly a short serve, second serve coming up.
Some great replay work by this technology we are so blessed with here on the IRT.
Absolutely. Second serve is the short serve, Rocky Carson. He's asking the ref. Drive serve from Carson. Z. Andree's right there, straight in. Andree's out of position. That's an easy point for Rocky Carson. Andree's about at the service line, and Rocky's shooting from the dotted line. And when you go down the line right there, nobody's going to get it. Rocky Carson changes his service position. Short serve is the call.
Second serve.
Now he's going to his second serve, which is that Z. Now, in the round of 16s, he threw a few of those behind his back, confused his opponent. Andree goes up top. Rocky's going to shoot this off the back wall. Andree's right there. Rocky gets a racket on it. What a shot by Andree. Oh, Rocky can't get that. That ball hit the crack, the side wall, and the floor, and went straight towards the back wall. Towel timeout, sponsored by Service Masters Restore. So, Kelly, you said we're at an hour and a half. I wonder what the longest match is so far to date in 3 games. We'll have to get that soon. If not, this might be it.
2-2.
Towel timeout is over. Action back on court 3 here in Laurel, Maryland. Andree Perea serving, tiebreaker action, 2-2. To the forehand, Rocky gets a racket on it, goes up top. Andree shoots off the back wall. Good pinch on and Rocky gets right there.
Penalty.
Penalty hinder is the call. That's a good call. Kelly, did you see that?
I did not see that, Dean.
Okay.
I was attending to a question by our CEO, John Scott, keeping up
Rocky,
with everything.
Rocky got the ball, which I was amazed that he got it. So that showed amazing athleticism. But he put the ball kind of in a Z back to himself. And as he tried to backpedal, Andree's trying to attack the ball. Now, what Andree wants to do is attack the ball because he's got his opponent in front of the service box.
Yeah, we'll pull it up right here, Dean. Here
Yeah,
it is.
and so he's got Rocky dead to rights, and all he has to do is pretty much touch the front wall.
Yep. No, you're
And if he
absolutely
doesn't
right. You
get
can see
the
him backpedaling
avoidable,
there.
yeah, and if he doesn't get the avoidable there, and he elects to try to shoot that, who knows what's going to happen. So that's a good hold by Andree. Z-serve. Rocky's going to shoot that. He can't get a hold on it. He's looking for a wet ball. It didn't happen.
Ooh, that's now 3.
4 serving 2.
No, 4 serving 2 on the head pen scoreboard. Andree Perea taking the lead. Sticking with this Z-serve. Rocky takes it out of midair. Andree's right there. Down the line,
Shot by
Rocky Carson. Andree can't get that. Again, way up in front of that dotted line, and you're not getting a down the line shot.
Tell you what, Dean, I could use some cake.
Yeah. Okay, so head referee is telling Andree that he should change his shirt. His shirt's not wet, is what he's telling him. He says it's my knee pads. And I think that satisfied the referee because you can't change your knee pads.
2 serving 4.
But Andree did show him his shirt and said, hey, it's dry. Rocky Carson down to drive. His first service from the right side of the court. Goes over to the left. Shoots off the back wall. Andree's there. Does not make the front wall.
Just short.
Missed it up. 3 serves 4. So, Kelly, you think we got a 11-10 breaker?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised there, Dean. I do think, and this is just my guess here, I do think Andree is going to pull this one out, and I think he's going to win by 2 or 3.
Okay, I got no prediction. Short serve.
Oh, that's no fun, Dean.
I know. Well, you know, I mean, it's just the way it is.
I'll tell you what, though, I wouldn't be mad if we saw an 11-10 breaker.
No, this is just some great racquetball from both of them. What a shot by Andree Perea. The crowd must love that shot.
We're going to cue that one up for you guys. That was just brilliant. From the back of the court. So
just
smooth.
Touches it to a rollout into that corner. Andree Perea in the service box.
Shout out Rodrigo Montoya watching in the live feed. Rodrigo, hope you're doing well. Look forward to seeing you on tour.
He's the world champ. Great reverse pinch backhand by Rocky Carson.
Side
Checking
out.
to see if Andree's okay. Andree immediately said to Rocky, hey, that's my fault. I'm in the way. And if he skipped that, he might have even, you know, got an avoidable there.
Yeah, and this is high stakes, you know, a chance to get to the semis, then possibly the finals, but you still see some great sportsmanship out here.
Absolutely. But they're not going to give an inch, you know, they're not going to give their opponent, you know, a free call.
No.
It's just not going to happen. That's why there's a referee.
Right. They will admit their mistake.
Afterwards, maybe.
Depending on which way the call went, right?
Possibly, but I doubt it.
Give you a look at Andree's return here from the back court real quick while
Andree,
we got
that's
a
a warning
shot.
for time between rallies.
Andree's getting a warning because
Andree just received a
taking
warning.
too long in the rally. In between.
For time between rallies.
Andree apologizes. That doesn't negate the warning.
And there's that shot from Andree you just saw. Now that he's back and not receiving any more warnings.
4 serves 3. Rocky's got to go up top. Andree going to shoot this in a pinch. Rocky gets that ball. Patiently, Andree waits. Rocky gets that one. He's going to have another opportunity to shoot off the back wall again. Great kill into the corner. Rocky Carson. Too many mistakes for Andree. He had ample opportunity to kill the ball and left it up all 3 times. This is some great racquetball action. Rocky Carson down to serve. Short serve.
Short serve for sure.
You'll see Rocky move into the box now to get into position to take his Z serve.
Yeah, that Z serve should be coming right at this angle, and it is.
Off the back wall, Andree's right there. Rocky gets it, Andree gets that one. Right back at each other. See, there is the opportunity Andree had to take advantage of. This is tricky. Rocky gets that one. Here's another setup by Andree Perea. Rocky gets that one. Off the back wall, Andree buries that with a reverse pinch. Rocky cannot get that one. What a rally. The crowd loves it.
Yeah,
towel timeout.
Andree was tired of Rocky making those impressive gets. He said, all right, good luck with this one.
Well, Rocky was getting the ball, but what he was doing with it was giving another setup off the back wall. He effectively wanted a good ceiling ball off that so that it would give him time to get up and get back into position, but his shots were just a little too hard, and there were setups for Andree. Too many opportunities for Andree Perea. 4 serve 3. Yeah, I thought Andree served that, but it was Rocky. So it's 4-3. Andree back in the box, position to score. Great serve by Perea. Into the corner. Rocky's right there. Up top, Andree gonna shoot that one down the line. Rocky gets it. Andree gets that one. That was a great get. Pinch coming. Rocky gets that one. Andree gets that one. Down the line. Off the back wall. Rocky Carson gets that one. What a rally. Let's go. Let's hear that crowd. Woo! Amazing gets right there.
The crowd over Troy Warrington's locks.
Let me tell you, if Rocky didn't win that rally, I'm sure he would have appealed that get, because I don't think he got it. I don't think Rocky thought he got it. I thought he got it. Let me clarify that. This is amazing. I'm sort of speechless.
Troy trying to figure out if he's in the way, waving. Doesn't realize the camera's just behind him.
I just wiped off a little bit. In all honesty, I mean, after a game they start sweating. I start sweating because it's so hot right there on my knee.
Wow.
Shirt's not bad. I mean, it's a little bit, but not bad.
Great racquetball action here. Tiebreaker action.
There he is. We got Troy on there finally.
He finally he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh man, that was great.
So Kelly, I'm
Yes, sir.
in the chat. I'm in the chat box.
You made it?
I guess someone logged off the Wi-Fi and I got in. So
there's that one person. You're just waiting for your ticket to get called.
Yeah.
That is funny.
So I'm
Somebody
very
must have had
happy
an
to be in the chat
emergency to leave.
box. Rocky Carson down to drive. Looks like a Z. Comes off the side wall. Andree goes up top. Rocky's got to return. Shot coming from Andree. Rocky puts that back. What a get by Andree. Rocky skips that ball.
Skip.
Had Andree behind him.
Shout out to the Knicks in the chat. Nicky and Nick Montalbano. He finished his match earlier today.
Micah Miller in the box. Eric
David
Garcia's watching. Isn't he here? Didn't he play?
Felipe Camacho.
Andree
sure he
Perea. Z-serve. Rocky's right there. Andree puts it up top. Rocky's going to cut that off and skips it. Takes it out of midair and tries for the pinch rollout. 5 serving 3. Andree with a 2-point lead in the breaker. They're playing in Maryland, Laurel, Maryland. Come by tomorrow. Off the back wall, Rocky puts that. That's going to come off the back wall, and Andree gets it.
Skip ball.
Rocky skips that ball. Call is a skip. Immediate appeal by Rocky Carson. I actually think that skipped.
Leave it appeal.
But he's going to appeal. Tee that up, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
The crowd looks over at the big monitor. Scott always likes to look at it twice, Kelly. You got to know it.
Slow it down for him here. It's coming up after this return by Andree off the back wall. Here it comes.
Another one he tries to take out of midair.
Good shot.
The crowd is not liking that call.
Yeah, Scott's been in this position before, though, Dean. He's a professional. See if we can hear what Andree's telling him.
Crowd's getting hostile, Kelly.
You can hear that crowd getting in after it now.
Frederic Lambert just chimed in, up from Canada. Ricky Diaz, the 18 and under delegate for the USA Junior National Team, brother to Jose. Easy point by Rocky Carson. Had Andree moving side to side with an easy kill. 4 serving 5. Rocky Carson in the service box, down to drive. Here it comes. Off the back wall, Andree's right there. Another setup by Perea.
I think he went in between Carson's legs there.
Here's a setup by Carson, and he buries that into the left corner.
That is so good.
Easy point. Tied up at 5. Great racquetball action. You know, there's 2 people in the building that don't like that this is going on this long. Can you guess who they are?
I would have to guess the 2 people on the court.
No, they like that this match is still going on because they're still in the game.
Maybe they're coaches.
No, not my guess. Sebastian Franco.
Oh, and
Adam Mania.
They're like, come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot.
Rocky
We're not
Carson.
done here after this one, Dean.
Nope, 5-5, Rocky Carson in the box, down to drive. Off the back wall, set up Perea, pinches it. Rocky's right there, skip that one. Oh, he called that good. I thought it skipped, Kelly, but Andree looked at some of his confidants in the stands and they said good.
I was ready, Dean. I was already looking for the file.
The ball looked like it popped from me off the racket.
Replay.
Andree wants a replay. See, stuff like that, you got to take the shot, and if you hit him, you hit him.
He's not jumping on time.
6-35.
See, that's, you know, those are the gray area calls that players, they don't want to swing because if he swings and hits Rocky, it's not good, right?
Right. Yeah, Andree had no chance of getting that one, even though he runs into Rocky.
Timeout on the court.
7-35, timeout. 7-35.
7 serving 5 on the court. Timeout. Kelly,
We'll
let's stay
one.
here. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Hey, you call the shots there, Dean.
Let's stay here. You know why? Because these 2 get back on pretty quickly.
You're right.
You know, the chat box is flying. I'm finally in it. You know what I mean?
I understand.
The
You've been
music's
waiting to
coming.
chat.
I might dance. So, what do you guys think in the chat box? Was it good? Did it skip? Michael Williams says skip. Antonio Rojas in the chat box. Stuart Solomon watching. Wayne Antone. See, I told you these 2 players are right back in the box. Scotty Mack has got the timer. They're ready to go. He's ready to go.
There he is.
Time is in on the court. 7 serving 5. Rocky Carson just went on a 4-point swing.
7, serving 5.
Andree had a 5-3 lead. And now Rocky's up by 2. Again, games of momentum. Rocky Carson drive serve to the forehand, hits the crack, but that's short. You knew that was coming because that's a short. Another appeal. Key it up, Kelly. The serve. Let's see what the chat box is saying. It was an avoidable hinder. All right, let's not use bad words. Michael Williams, wow, that one skipped, was a game changer. That's possible. But as a player, if you don't get the call you want, you gotta play. Everybody knew that was short. Even Rocky Carson.
Short serve, 7, serve 5, second serve.
So 7 serving 5. A little bit of drama here. Second serve coming up. Probably a Z. An excellent Z by Rocky Carson, his famous one. Right down the line, Andree's right there. Set up center court. Off the back, Andree Perea. Rocky's there. Andree's there to re-kill it. What a shot. Back in the box, Andree Perea. The crowd is cheering. Kelly, I think the crowd is rooting one way or another. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems that way, Dean. Although, I gotta say, I am too, seeing as how I picked Andree to win this.
Yeah, I'm just being a fan, looking for some great racquetball. Set up in middle court. Andree's right there for a winner. Bad return for Rocky Carson right there. Not a good serve.
6, serving 7.
6 serving 7. Rocky had down the line. It just slid more towards the center of the court, and Andree was able to put it right into the corner. Z serve coming up for Perea. Rocky goes up top. Will he shoot? Rocky's right there into the corner for a winner. Down the line winner. Great shot by Rocky Carson.
7, serving 6.
7 serving 6. Rocky Carson back in the box.
Down and ready to serve.
Drive serve coming up. Andree with great hand. I'll tell you, to take that shot at this point of the game.
It's so good, Dean.
It's risky. And he is, I guess he's thankful and lucky, not lucky, but he's thankful it paid off for him. He could have very easily skipped that ball. 6 serving 7, Andree Perea.
What did we call it earlier, Dean? Cute.
Yeah. Setup coming for Perea, is going to shoot this cross court. Off the back wall for Carson. Buries it in the corner. See, Andree's been going down the line to the backhand, and now he's starting to switch to the forehand. However, when you give Rocky a setup off the back wall with his forehand, he's rarely going to miss. 7 serving 6. Rocky Carson down to drive.
Short.
Short ball is
Second
the
serve.
call. Some people in the chat box think Andree's getting robbed. We do have the video replay, so the ref is looking in 2 different spots. Second serve. What a great overhand by Andree Perea. Not going to get that one. Great down the line. Good serve by Rocky Carson, and a great return. Andree Perea back
6
in the box,
7.
6 serving 7. Drive serve, Z coming up for Perea. Rocky shoots that. Andree's got to go up top. Here's a setup for a forehand by Rocky Carson. Off the back wall. Pinch. Andree's right there. So is Rocky. Hits the crack. Andree can't get that one. What a good shot by Rocky Carson. It was a crack shot, hit the sidewall. Andree was right there, but the crack helped him out.
Yeah,
Rocky
Dean,
Carson back in the box.
I really thought we were about to see something special there. You could tell those players were starting to get after it.
Yeah. Off the back wall, Perea. See, there's the cuteness. Got to shoot. Missed an easy one. It's great when it works.
836.
You know, you sound like my dad there.
I'm a dad. I can't help it. John from Florida, thank you so much. Rocky Carson, 8-6 in the driver's seat here. Looks like a screen serve.
Screen serve. Second serve.
Second serving for Carson.
Dean, is there anything you can do on a serve that results in a side out?
If it hits you.
So if you serve and it comes back and hits you.
It's a side out. Set up off the back wall for Carson. Andree's right there. Good get. Skip ball by Andree. His feet got out from under him after he dove. He couldn't get up and get his feet.
Rocky just 2 away from the match here.
9 serves 6.
9 serves.
This house is packed.
Let's show it, huh?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
who's in
see.
the building.
Towel timeout. Service Masters restore. Who does the crowd want? Do they want Rocky or do they want Andree? They can't hear me, so you got to put that on the microphone.
Yeah. See if we can get some tunes.
I would love to see who the crowd wants. What about in the chat box? Who's rooting for Andree and who's rooting for Rocky?
9 serving 6.
John lost me with the country music.
Lost?
He lost me.
John, Dean says you lost him with the country music. There's no country in New York, huh?
No, it's all city. Drive serve for Carson. Short serve.
Second serve.
That was the quickest no I've ever heard from Dean.
9's right back to the action, Kelly Diesel. 9 serve, 6 second serve coming up. Is it going to be the Z? Andree steps in front of it and rolls it out. Great shot, very aggressive by Andree Perea. So I don't think Andree has a timeout. Rocky has one. I don't think he used it. 6 serves 9. The momentum has shifted. It's in Rocky's favor. 1 or 2 points, it's going to shift again. Let's see how this unfolds. What a great serve by Perea.
It just made it past the line.
Rocky's going to want to hinder, but Andree has the right to not only shoot, but follow through on his shot. And Rocky was out of position. So that's a good call, or no call, by head referee Scott McClellan.
Yeah, and Dean, Andree also has the right to make this game even closer as he inches his way, only finding himself down 2 now here in this tiebreaker.
Which he just did. See, towel timeout, Service Master restore, Mr. Frank Cadillac. See, now this is music. We got to take a poll from the crowd here, Kelly. Who wants Andree and who wants Rocky? We got to hear them cheering.
See if
CEO John Scott can get on that.
See if CEO John Scott can.
If we have
crowd
another
rocking
towel
at
timeout.
least.
Well, the music was good. I like it.
John Dean says keep the music.
Andree Perea, serve coming up. Again, goes to the forehand. Rocky's there. Up top to the forehand again. Rocky's goes back up top. Andree's going to shoot that cross court, and Rocky barely gets a racket on it.
Well, caught him off guard there.
Straight in. Point.
Another avoidable by Rocky Carson. That's 2 in a row from 2 in a row avoidable hinder points from Andree Perea. What's our head pen scoreboard say, Kelly?
It is almost all knotted up here. Andree's doing a great job. It's currently 9-8 in favor of Rocky, but Andree's still serving.
So the chat box has a lot of Andree, but there are some Rockies in there, so it might be a 50-50 split.
Nothing wrong with an underdog story, right?
No,
Dean?
I want to see what the crowd thinks. I want to hear a side cheering for Andree. I want to hear a side cheering for Rocky, because this is amazing right now. Sam Murray checking in, seeing what's going on in this match. Sam, you're watching a good match. Thanks for joining.
Sam, good luck to you and your opponent, Alex Landa. You guys play tomorrow at 11 to kick off the semifinals.
Better get some sleep. 8 serves 9.
8 serves 9.
C serve to the forehand, Rocky.
Down. Point.
He's calling it down. Rocky's going to go ballistic right there. Yeah, see, that's a toss-up for me. What do you think, Kelly? Can't appeal it. So
9 serving 9.
Tied up at 9, Andree Perea. So some people in the chat box were saying Andree got no calls before. What do you think now? Back to the forehand. Rocky shoots it.
Hold it.
You see, that's a good play by Rocky. He's going to the ball. And I don't think that's a replay.
Personally, we wouldn't have these issues.
You see, Rocky had to continue his progress because before, when Andree was in the path to the ball, Rocky stopped and didn't get the ball because the referee thought the ball was down. Now, clearly that ball was not down, but Rocky continued his motion to show the referee that, hey, I'm going to get that ball. Both of these guys are going to get balls. There's no doubt about it. Antonio Rojas from Stockton, California in the box. In that chat box. John Gunning in the box is predicting an 11-10 win by Andree. Cheryl Miller says, come Rocky. Come on, Rocky. Rocky Carson goes up top. Andree's gonna ceiling ball this. Off the back wall, Carson. Andree's right there. Goes back up top. Andree's gonna shoot this ball into the corner. Rocky dives, tries to get it. The crowd goes crazy. That's another point by Andree.
Match point, Dean.
Match point. First match point opportunity for Andree Perea in the match. Towel timeout. Service Master restore. Frank Catalano, thank you. The chat box is going nuts right now.
See Troy Warrigon getting down.
Is Troy Michael Jackson? No.
Timeout.
The younger Michael
Timeout
Jackson.
on the court. That's a good timeout by Rocky Carson. Excellent timeout. Now, Kelly, let's stay right here because the music's going. But did you notice Andree is not coming out of the court? He doesn't want to see anybody, doesn't want to talk to anybody. Even if he had a coach sitting courtside, the coach would tell him, stand there. You know when you come out? After you win.
Yeah, Dean, I've got him pulled up here now. You can see how focused he is.
Yep. And Rocky's checking in with his coach saying, Coach, I need a little help. Maybe I need a shot selection. Maybe I just need to hear her voice. There's many different things that players need at every single level. FranDavisRacquetball.com. Rocky wants to check the ball. So first match point opportunity for Andree Perea coming out of this top part of the draw, playing against the #1 seed, Rocky Carson.
10 serving 9.
Match point, first one for Andree Perea. Sets up for his drive serve, up against the left side wall. Gonna be a Z. Goes to the forehand. Rocky hits a crack. Down the line, Andree skips an easy one. The crowd knows it. You gotta make every shot. It's not over till it's over.
Dean, you can see the whole crowd is going, Andree, what are you doing?
You know what? Because that was an easy shot, but the nerves are in there.
Oh,
Rocky
absolutely.
Carson down to serve. 9 serves, 10 serves, 11. 9 serves, 10. Great get. Good get by Andree. Rocky's up to shoot that. Back off the sidewall. Great pass. We're knotted up at 10. The crowd's loving it here. Courtside, 10 serves 10. This is Rocky Carson's first match point opportunity in this game. Towel timeout.
And
sponsored
Dean,
by Service Master Restore.
You said it at the beginning of this tiebreaker. What better score could you have predicted than 11-10?
You can't get any better. Sometimes an 11-0 is a good game. It depends on what side you're on. But this is amazing. Rocky Carson had how many? He had 3 or 4 match point opportunities.
He had at least 3.
Yeah, I think it's 3. So he had 3 opportunities to win the match in game 2, and Andree held him off. Now, a tiebreaker is a totally different mental aspect. So Rocky Carson, first opportunity, down to drive serve coming up. Andree waiting patiently. Goes to the Z. 3 walls is the serve, is the call. Second serve from Rocky Carson. Cannot appeal a 3-wall serve.
Only short serve.
What do you think there, Kelly? Don't
I
play
think
that replay.
Rocky thought he had it.
Yeah. Second serve coming up. You see, celebrating a little too early is never good either. Rocky Carson with his second serve on his first opportunity to win this match in the breaker. Andree Perea says no. Andree gets that ball. Rocky comes right back. Andree again. Great get. What a rally here, ladies and gentlemen. Rocky Carson gets that one. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Andree Perea couldn't get the third rollout by Rocky Carson. What a match. The crowd is loving it, loving it. What a great match. Both players absolutely fantastic. Kelly, what do you think?
I think this place is rocking, Dean. I can barely hear you in my headset. These people are loving this action.
I can't believe it. That was a great match. I'm even clapping because it was amazing.
Dean, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Guess our time, Dean. Guess how long this match was.
2 minutes, 14 seconds. 2 hours, 14 minutes.
You were so close. 2 hours and 8 minutes. I'm going to give it to you.
That's good, huh?
Yeah, that is good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in a few moments with our final matchup of the night. It'll be our last quarterfinal between Sebastian Franco and Adam Mania. It's coming up live right here on the IRT Network, presented by eNet Live.
I feel like the racket belongs to my hand. It's just something natural, I think.
Not affecting her. She's doing such a great job.
Reaching the Dream Foundation helped me a lot to get to other places and other tournaments and get more experience.